Hi, my name's Abby, this is my dad, and this is my sister Rebecca. On today's episode of Cooking with Abby, we're going to be making pecan monkey bread.
That's right, pecan monkey bread. We still have no idea why it's called monkey bread, and we don't really care. Do we? I don't think we do. So pecan, easy, pecans. Monkeys, no idea. Bread, bread dough. We made our own from scratch. Why? Because we're keeners and we like doing this. Tons of sugar in these. These are not part of our healthy category. They are part of our delicious.
Sort of junky and a healthy.
We should have like a flag at the beginning going, hey.
Smells so
junky.
good.
Junky.
Like if you guys are on a diet, no.
Bad.
No.
And
Which is bad for mom.
spoiler alert, we're ahead by a day, or rather, anyway, we're eating these before dinner. Bah. Where can people find the ingredients for today's recipe, Abby?
Here are at cookingwithabby.com.
Absolutely, that's where all of our recipes are. You should go check it out. There's a
And
lot there.
videos.
And, well, yes, our videos. Kind of, that's what we do, right? Shall we get started? Do you know why everybody wants to get started? Because we want to get to eating.
Eat these. Yeah.
All right, first thing we have to do is make some bread. We're choosing to make our bread from scratch because we're crazy people. You can buy bread pre-done. We've never bought bread pre-done. We've always made it because it's
We call it bread pre-done.
No, I mean as in you can buy bread dough, frozen, ready to rock. So here we have our flour with our sugar. We're going to make a little well in the middle. Over here we have our yeast. And now I got flour everywhere automatically, right? We got some yeast, some water, some sugar. In that goes. We've got a dog barking on cue. Is it because I tapped? It's because I tapped. We don't like tapping. So, well in the middle. Stir, 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 stir. And keep stirring, 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 stirring. We're going to keep stirring. You don't need to watch this. You've watched us make bread before. And we're going to come back in a second once all the stirring is done. And we're going to knead it, because it's very needy. Much like our dog, Ginger, who's very needy. Hence the barking. Here, why am I doing this?
I don't know.
Can I do it after?
Yeah, you can help knead. Do you want to knead?
Yeah.
As you saw, I already started kneading the dough. We got to our saturation level. Our water. You listen, people. You gotta play with the dough. You don't play with the dough.
It's so much fun though, so I don't see why people would have a problem.
Why
You don't
not?
know. So needy, needy, needy. Needy, needy, needy. But the other thing is, right, like I'm always very hesitant, I think I've mentioned this before, to add more liquid. You don't have to be. Don't be afraid. If it's really dry, add some more liquid. I feel like we may need a splash here.
Measuring cup.
You don't want to overdo it, because it's easy to overdo it, and then you add a little more flour, then you add a little more water, then you add a little more flour, then you add a little more water, and guess what you got? Twice as much dough as you wanted. So we're going to finish this up. Rebecca's going to give it a whirl in a minute here. And then comes the fun part, the resting. Got to rest for about an hour. No, wait. I know, an hour. But you know what? These guys have a lot of resting time because when we're done, guess what they have to do? We're going to do the next parts and then they've got to rest in the fridge
Oh my.
for 8 hours.
8?
Overnight. But that's cool. You just have to plan your time accordingly. Don't make them the day of. Make them the day before. So as I said, Rebecca's going to get a little kneady here. We're going to work this into a dough, and we will be right back with the next phase. Because just because the dough is rising for an hour doesn't mean we don't have to do anything. We got stuff to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have risen dough. It's huge. Okay, you punch there, wait, and you punch there.
3,
Go.
2, 1.
There was a timer and everything, and you just went for it.
Come
So we got our
on,
dough.
Dad.
We lightly oiled, as you guys saw, or maybe you didn't see. We lightly oiled our pan to facilitate its extraction. Here, you stick that over there. Over here. That's over there now. This guy, I have a little bit of butter in it, and I've got some melted butter over there. What we're going to do with our beautiful dough here
Very
is we're going to
elasticy.
cut off little bits. This is going to take some time.
Oh yeah, I like time. Time is my
No one
best
likes
friend.
time. And and we're gonna make roughly 1/2-inch balls.
Can you cut it?
That's a little bigger. Well, ooh, that's way too big. Cut that guy in half.
And then I'll take the other half.
Here, so we're gonna cut this guy in half. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna
Yours
cut these into thingies like these. What are these called? Little snakes. Little snakes.
Playing
Beautiful
snakes
dough.
and ladders?
Beautiful dough, people. I kind of want to make some bread now. Actually, I do want to make
Some
baguette.
bread. Oh, let's make baguette. I want to make some baguette.
Right, so baguette aside, we're gonna roll all these guys. Roll them nice and tight. You look a little weak there. And these are going to be our lovely little monkey guys.
I still don't know what a monkey bread is.
Neither do I. No idea why it's called monkey bread. Let us know in the comments below, because
We're
I don't know.
clueless.
No one knows.
we're Canadian. Maybe that's why we don't know. I don't know. It is now time for us to cut away and do all this, because we've done nothing so far. So we're gonna keep
You
going
ruined my
for
throat.
days and days. But
Still
for
needs
you
to
guys,
set.
we'll be back in seconds.
I have 6 hands doing this.
So as we keep doing this, we are ultimately going to cover all of these with some butter so that we can put them in some cinnamon sugar after. I'm just concerned that they're going to get stuck together here in the bowl, because that's what these guys keep yelling at me. They're going to get stuck, they're going to get stuck. So they're probably valid concern. So I'm just tossing a little butter here.
Valid concern.
Tossing in a little more butter. Butter,
As
good.
we add more.
There's
You know what we
absolutely...
should just do? Just go like this.
You could, but that's probably going to put way too much butter on each one. That's why I didn't want to do it that way.
Oh, so then you rub them.
Abby's figured out her double roll technique, which is fantastic, because really just getting through these
I can't.
as quickly as possible is the name of the game. So, as I said last time, we'll finish these up, and then we'll come back with the next phase. It's very exciting, the next phase. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there
We're
are
almost done.
5 left here. Whoa! As Rebecca remarked halfway through, that happened a lot faster, and I would have to agree. Question is, do we have enough? Do we have too many? Who's to say? So, Abby's gonna dump more butter on these. Again, with the sloshy McSloshy, always this girl, always.
They're already.
If there's a chance we can make a massive mess, Abby's on board for trying to make a massive mess. We
Yeah,
are
that's
now
you. That's not me. I need to wait my hand.
totally not me.
That's so you.
We're going to separately mix together our cinnamon and sugar and coat these. But before we even do that, we're gonna get our pan ready. So we'll be right back with that as I separate some of these guys who are already sticking together. Maybe that's why they're called monkeys, because they're like naughty monkeys in a barrel. We gotta look this up, people. Probably should have looked it up before we started. We prepared our muffin tin probably with more spray than we ultimately needed. Now,
I know what we're making now.
welcome to the show. It's halfway through. We're going to put half. So much like when we did our little egg thingies, we're gonna go round, and we're putting half of our pecan.
Pecan or
Con.
We're gonna make sure we get half everywhere. Ginger is running around because she hears the chickadee, chickadee, chickadee. So we're gonna finish up this and make sure that's even. We're going to then, well, actually, how about we do that? While you guys do that,
Can we use
You
the other
talk.
box? The
no,
other
we're
bowl?
gonna do half here, and watch out, we got 3 here that are kind of
Lonely.
cinnamon, sugar. Cinnamon,
Lonely.
sugar, pie.
Watermelon sugar.
Oh, it's watermelon.
Ah,
There I
watermelon
was.
sugar.
We could buy cinnamon sugar, but why?
Don't
You know what I
we
used to have for breakfast when I was a kid?
cinnamon.
Cinnamon buns.
Well, no. Cinnamon toast. So what you do is you take
Yum.
toast, you put butter on it, and then you take cinnamon sugar and you sprinkle that on top.
So you like literally add
Can I
cinnamon
have
and
that?
sugar, mix it.
Well,
and
it's
then put it
basically
on the
this
bread?
with a dusting of it.
I
Now,
understand what's
beautifully
going on.
done. Perfect even. You guys are amazing. What we're going to do now
I think I know.
is we're going to take this lovely mixture.
That looks is a
And now Abby is kind of a beast when it comes to this,
So I'm not gonna.
as you can see by the last iteration there. So, they're kind of sticking together.
You're ruining our balls.
They're kind of sticking together a little bit. So we're gonna take some cinnamon sugar. Ha!
Hi.
We're gonna
It's
bay
hot.
these a little bit here. We're We're gonna get them all nice and covered up here. We're gonna roll them around a little bit. We're not gonna destroy them. We're not gonna get overly aggressive, right? We're gonna make sure we use all this cinnamon sugar, even the parts I got all over the table. Then we're gonna take 1, 2, 3 balls. We're gonna put them in here. We're gonna go around and we're gonna put in as many as it makes sense. Then we're gonna top it off with some more nuts, then some pressy, and then we'll come back for the final piece. Really, dude? Like, can you try to get it in the bowl at least?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
we're gonna do
Dad.
this part. We're gonna do some close-ups for you so you see what's going on, and we'll be right back. So Rebecca's developed her own little new technique here, which I think may work better. So we're gonna transfer cinnamon sugar into here. We're gonna make lots of noise, and then we'll take our little balls
And then we're going to
and
put
like
them
Ooey
in
ooey
there.
balls.
quickly roll them around in here, dust off because we don't want too much, and then
I
go.
like sprinkle it on it.
Now the other thing is we may have too many dough balls, which just means guess what we get to do?
More.
More.
Make more. So we're gonna wrap these up. We're getting there. Abby's playing with them.
No, I'm trying to get.
Oh, whoa, we're already there. We're already there. So the next part, there's 2 more parts.
This one did gut.
Dude, just dump them in, man. Dump and roll. Look at this. I kind of feel like we're making cinnamon sugar donuts. Anybody not watched our cinnamon sugar donut show? You can watch it live right here.
Can we add like more than?
So now what we're gonna do? No, hold on. Let's move this out of the way so people can see what's going on here. Now we're gonna take our pecan.
Cons.
And we're gonna put them back on top, in the middle, sort of thing. On top, in the middle. Make up your mind. Which is it?
And we'll
On
just
Smushy,
top,
smushy.
in the middle.
Smushy a little bit.
You didn't get this.
So we'll take this one for example. Then we're gonna come back. We got a couple balls here already. Put some more on top. Boom, boom.
Oh my God,
boom.
Dad's so smart.
And a little smushy. These are gonna rise more because we have one other step to do here, which is make a little sauce to pour on top. And then we're gonna put them in the fridge. And so they're definitely gonna puff up. These are gonna be huge.
And
Oh my
so
goodness.
good.
Dude, those are way too big. We gotta spread the love out, man. All right, we're gonna cut away. We're gonna finish this up because you don't wanna hear me talking while we do this. Did everybody get love here? We'll be right back. I think our dough balls rose quite a bit while we were, what were we doing?
Stalling.
Stalling? I don't know what we were
Welcoming
doing.
Mom home.
We had a pregnant pause, and I think our dough balls rose. I think we're done. I don't think we need any more. I think we have some extras here, so when we do this next batch, we'll do another batch. And, oh, you've got some there? Perfect. We're gonna come right back. We'll put these aside, we'll clean up a little bit, and we're gonna make our sauce to pour over top of them because already there's not enough sugar.
We have so much left.
Just dump them in here.
Ew.
Who wants to lick this bowl? As Rebecca pointed out, oh no, the noisy thing. We need to make ourselves a little bit of a sweet sauce. So we got a ton of butter. No, we don't. We have 6 tablespoons of butter, which is kind of a ton of butter. We have some maple syrup. We have some brown sugar. You know what? I don't care. We're just going in. We're just going ham all the way in. Now we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna bring this down. We're gonna wait till it all melts together and becomes homogeneous. And then we're gonna drizzle this over our lovely monkey pieces. But I'm gonna turn it on now so that you guys aren't subject to it.
Starting, Abby? You like eating sugar?
As Abby was saying, this is kind of like when we made caramel, which we have to do again because, as you all know, it failed that time and kind of got burnt. But this is kind of a runny, gooey, yummy soup. So we're gonna let this cool for a moment here because right now it's melted sugar. So melted sugar is on the ridiculously hot side. But then we're gonna drizzle this over our our bad monkeys. Sound good? And then we're done. Then we just have to stick it in the fridge overnight. But we'll get to that in a minute. We want to eat it now. Don't look now, but our monkey
Monkey cakes.
thingies
Can I start putting them in here?
have already grown. And so we're just punching them down a little more. That guy didn't even stick in there. I think we can pinch. Now,
Can I put
Rebecca,
these?
Abby, what's your name?
Abby.
Abby is doing our plan B for our leftovers. We have this lovely little mini tin, and we're going to stuff them in there. Yeah, I think 4 is probably the right amount.
Yeah.
Because I think these are ultimately just
That
going to
one has
rise
6.
so much. Eh.
Oh, that's the sound.
That sound.
ASMR, people. ASMR.
That sound.
I want to do some.
That's sugar. Now, our sugar mixture, which looks delicious, and quite frankly, I want to try on all kinds of things.
We still have extras.
Oh, stuff them all in. Stuff them all in.
There.
And this, people, brings today's endeavors to a conclusion. Because we're going to drizzle our sauce on, which I'm going to do, and the only reason I'm going to do it is because the sauce is still at 1,000,000 degrees.
My hands are dirty.
So just a little bit of drizzly McDrizzly here. Okay, maybe that was a little cheap, but you know what I'm doing? I don't want to ruin the drizzle on those. I want to make sure these are the full experience. But I'm scared that, yeah, it's just going to go everywhere. This is going to be a nightmare to clean up. I know that already.
You guys don't like cleaning, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
They'll make this. If you
But I think they're going to soak in there. They're going to rise. They're going to fall. It's going to be like the Roman Empire.
Roman.
Either I've had too much coffee or I haven't had enough coffee. What do you think?
Maybe
Too
a bit of
much.
both.
Probably, maybe a bit of both. Column A and B. That's probably the right answer. I want to make sure that some of the toffee goodness gets down to the bottom.
This is toffee?
No, this isn't toffee.
So why'd you say?
I don't know. Because it kind of looks like toffee.
If we freeze it.
What
if we
is
freeze-
toffee?
If we freeze it, it's probably toffee.
Like, what is toffee versus caramel? Anybody know?
Toffee's
This looks
sweeter.
like-
Like, toffee's harder.
On top.
All right. These are going to be ridiculously sweet.
And ridiculous. That one, you went cheap on this one.
No. Can't go cheap, people.
We gotta do the full
And
experiment. Oh, here.
comes the
2.
messiness.
You forgot one. But okay.
There.
You didn't forget it,
No.
but like,
Here.
it's the one.
What I'm definitely going to do, peeps, is before we put it in the oven, see how we got a lot on the pan here? We're going to make sure that
That's inside.
there's less on the pan, even if it means mopping it up
Or eating it.
or eating it, because that is just going to turn into a gooey mess in the oven.
It's gonna burn.
Exactly.
Fire.
Well,
Our
not
house will
fire.
set fire. Cooking with Abby will be over.
There's a lot here, eh?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
bring some of that down here.
And you just destroyed one, Daddy.
Really, Dad?
You know,
Not really.
when I make these, I look at them and I go, wow, this is a hot mess. And quite literally, with all this caramel, it is a hot mess.
And it's
But you know what's not going to be bad?
The taste.
the taste.
Bread with cinnamon, sugar, and nuts. How can we go wrong?
And more sugar.
So now comes the really, really horrible part.
Letting them sit for longer and then putting
We're
them
going to put these in the fridge overnight.
Overnight.
Was it hot? Did you burn yourself?
No, I didn't touch it.
No.
It's cool.
We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna finish these up, and then we will try them. And again, as I look at these, I'm like, I just want to eat them now because they just look amazing. And these, I'm super stoked.
Super.
Super stoked. See you tomorrow because I'm slurring my speech now, so there's no good coming of this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's day 2. We almost never do day 2. We always fake it and sneak it in and do it rushed. It's after school. Everybody's exhausted, but here we are.
And
We took these out. As Rebecca said on our Instagram story, they smell delicious already. Now, I said, imagine what they're going to taste like when they're in the oven, to which Rebecca mocked me. However, when they come out of the oven, these are going to be amazing. We, as we knew was going to happen, we scraped down some of our lovely sugary goodness and put it on top. These came out of the fridge 20 minutes ago. We're gonna put them in the oven for 20 minutes. We're gonna take them out.
You said 25 minutes.
Because you have to rest for 5 minutes because it's sugar.
Exactly.
And sugar is not going to kill you.
Jackies. So, we'll be back in 25 minutes.
Which one
All right, we're 25 minutes in. Everybody's claiming these. The reality
which one
is this is not going to go well. I knew it wouldn't, but that's okay. Here, I just want to show removal. I've got a couple tools here.
A couple tools.
I already tried one of these. These guys seem to come out.
You already tried.
You really already
I tried
broke it, Dad.
came it out to bring it out. I did not eat them yet. Very good, very yummy. We'll move our bonus ones off to the side because no one really cares about those. Well, if you put your hand
my
in the way.
hand here.
Now, this is not going to come out well.
But it's going to taste delicious.
We want to serve them upside down
Why?
Oh.
because they look prettier. I am strategically placing them, but rest assured, they fell apart. I think our mistake, and you guys can avoid this mistake, is be ready to move a little quicker. I believe that if we were ready to put them in the buns right away, super quick. You know what? I'm gonna take this guy off our pretty plate
And I'm going to eat it.
because they're lovely and all. But I want to put 4 on our beautiful plate. So as I was saying, if we taken these and put them our dough balls in the muffin tins right away, I think it would have worked out really well. And I'm saying all of this as I do this. There is nothing wrong with the way these are coming out,
I
people.
was like, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good.
Everybody is super stoked, super ready to eat. We will finish this up. We will come right back and we're gonna eat one.
I'm having...
That's right, only one. What? All right, shall we? I honestly, listen, again, dinner's right around the corner. Let's share one, and that way we can have more later.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that one.
We're taking that one? That one's really pretty. Let's take this one. It's already falling apart.
Okay.
Go. Delicious. So good.
Ooh.
I would like mine to be a little saucier.
Uh-huh.
I think that we had a lot of sauce that stayed on top of the pan. Ginger's down here because Ginger can smell the bread and she's like, I like bread, where's my bread?
In my foot.
I think if they were gooier, that would be better. They're fantastic. Do not take that as a complaint. Yeah, you like?
You know we can add, you know how I made that cream cheese frosting?
Cream cheese frosting that we made on our pumpkin cake.
Can I take it?
Of course everybody wants it, but yeah, you can take it, I guess, because you finished off all the nuts.
You want some?
Anyways, no, thank you. Complicated. A lot of work. Worth the effort?
So good.
Worth the effort. Really cool. Here's what I thought, right? So time-wise, these suck, right? You gotta make the dough, you know what's really good though? These are things that you do the day before. You have a dinner party. People come over for dinner. You throw these in as you sit down for dinner. They're done, they come out. Everybody's got a hot gooey dessert. I think it's brilliant. Custard would be good on top of them.
So
Cream
the
cheese
cream cheese
frosting
frosting best.
would be amazing.
yeah, I think it should be a bit gooier, but it's really good.
Gooey would be better. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. What can they do? Could you? Could you?
Subscribe.
You should-
Subscribe, follow us on the Instagram and the Facebook and the social media stuff, except for TikTok.
Now that she's done
And
yelling,
Snapchat.
what I was gonna say is the only thing that we ask you to do, actually. Share it with your friends. Okay.
I was going to say that.
Thanks for watching. See you next
Bye.
week.
Bye.
I'm still chewing them.
Yeah.
No cooking.
Generally speaking, I find it to be crooked. All right, smile, happy.
Do this again.
Again, we haven't done this part yet.